Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing like a Q&A, get to know me, assumptions about me type video. I was just going to do a Q&A video, but I didn't get a whole lot of questions back through on my Instagram, so I had to kind of branch out a little bit more and try and see how I could get some more questions in just to make it a full video for you guys. I did also post something on my community page, but no one's seen that, which is okay. I don't expect people to see a lot on my community page because I don't interact a whole lot over there. But if you are someone who watches my channel and doesn't have Instagram or doesn't follow me on Instagram, first of all, you should follow me on Instagram if you can. The link is always in the description of my videos. And I tried to post on my community page and ask you guys questions if I want you guys to like interact with me through my videos. So yeah, if you don't have Instagram, maybe check out my community page every now and then, and you may be able to interact with my videos as well, even if you don't have Instagram. So I did post something on my story about like an Ask Me Anything post, and then I also did a Send Me Anonymous Messages through NGL. It's a app and that you can get on your phone. And then I also did Assumptions About Me thing as well. So we're just going to go through all of them, and I'm going to change Hudson at the same time as doing that. And if I don't get through all of the questions whilst changing Hudson, we might relocate locations. So let's get started with the first question and changing Hudson. Okay, so the first question is from Hales_Reborns. And she said, your YouTube and Instagram is perfect. Would you say you're a perfectionist? Well, first of all, thank you. I truly don't think my YouTube and Instagram are perfect at all. I think that there's some improvements that can be made in both areas, absolutely. But I don't even know if I would call myself a perfectionist. I think in some areas I like to try and make things as perfect as they can be, but I don't know if I'd really call myself a perfectionist or like a serious perfectionist. But I do like to try and make things as perfect as they can be, if that makes sense, and as nice as they can be. I mean, it literally took me months to put out my new branding and come up with my new branding for YouTube and Instagram, because I did want everything to be like perfect, and I'm pretty indecisive. So to an extent I think I'm a perfectionist, but I wouldn't say it's super serious or anything. But yeah, again, thank you, because I wouldn't say that myself about my YouTube or Instagram. Woodland.wonderland.nursery, and then it cuts off. I can't see the rest. But it says, are you coming up to Ipswich for the doll show in December? So for those of you who don't know, that is in Queensland, Australia. Unfortunately, no, I will not be making it up there this year for that doll show. I would have loved to go up there, but unfortunately not this year. But maybe another year I'll be able to travel to some doll show, even if it's not that one. Jordans_DIY Dreams says, who was your first reborn? So technically Hudson here was my first reborn. Hudson is my only reborn, and then there is Hazel that you see on my channel, who is actually technically my mum's baby, but I do film videos with her every now and then. But my Bradford Exchange doll was actually the first reborn type doll that I had in my collection, and that got me into reborns. So, but yeah, my first real reborn was Hudson here, and he is my only reborn baby. I forgot to show you guys his outfit. This was really quick because it was just a sleeper, but it's this dark green sleeper with a bunch of like silver like construction trucks all over it. It's super cute, and he hasn't worn it in a little while, but this little patch says "so totally awesome." This is a sleeper from Best and Last, but it won't be available anymore. I'm gonna put this white bibs dummy on him as well, and I was considering putting this white beanie on, but I think we're going to leave it off for now because his hair's showing, and we love to see his little hairs sticking out because we don't get to see his little hairs a whole lot. But here he is up close. I love this sleeper because his little feet stick out. I love footless sleepers because I love seeing his little toes. So that's why I picked this one. But he also doesn't wear it a whole lot because it's dark. Okay, so the camera cut off somewhere earlier, so I really apologize for that, but we've changed locations. We're now just sitting on my bed. I have Hudson here in my arms. I apologize if the camera angle is off. I apologize if you can't see me fully, and I'm sorry if I'm blurry. I don't have like a viewfinder on my camera, so I can't see exactly if it's focused or not, so I apologize, but we're back and we are ready to go. So let's figure out where we were up to with questions. Okay, so we're still on like the ask me anything questions. So okay, so these are all from the same person, all from my friend in the Reborn community, my bestest friend. I love her so much. She's super helpful to me. So these are all questions from her. Her account is Mountain Reborns on Instagram. That is her Reborn account. So if you guys want to go follow her, I'll leave her channel linked in the description below. She's such a lovely girl, and her babies are super cute. So the first question she has asked me is goals for next year or summer. This summer I'd really like to have a super fun time and actually go out, adventure, be outdoors a lot more. Yeah, and just have a lot of fun, spend a lot of time with my friends and family. I think that would be super cool. Go out and like adventure more and everything. So I think that would be super cool and fun to do. It's also my last summer as like a kid, if that makes sense, because next year I will be 18. So yeah, even goals for next year, just to like have a job, pretty much the same goals that I have this year, to get a job eventually and start my TAFE online course so I can work towards my dream job, and yeah, just to be a lot more consistent on my Instagram and on my YouTube next year. Hopefully I will have like a lot more plans for my YouTube channel next year and everything, so yeah, stay tuned. Next question is dream job, and if for some reason you couldn't do that, what would be your next choice? This is a really great question actually. So my dream job, I kind of have two dream jobs. So my first dream job is to become a veterinary nurse, which is why I need to go to TAFE and do studies and everything. That would take a couple years, 2.5 years to 3 years to complete all of schooling for that, but that's something that is 100% doable and something that I am looking into and going to be starting incredibly soon. So vet nursing is my dream job, and hopefully the job that I'm going to be able to succeed in, hopefully. And my second dream job is to have my own personal YouTube channel where I don't have like Reborns at all talked about or anything. It's going to be something that's pretty much all about me in a way, very like lifestyle, like my main like inspiration towards that channel is Jess Conti on YouTube. All of like her content and what her channel is about is kind of what my channel and content would be about on my personal. It's just something that I really like watching, and I feel like it's definitely something that I'm going to like doing myself eventually when I move out and am able to do those things for myself. It's something that I would like to create content for as well. I already have a bunch of ideas ready for when I start that channel. I just don't know when it's going to be, but that's another dream job of mine, and hopefully I get pretty successful with that as well. But ultimately, vet nursing is my dream job and the job that will always come before YouTube if I end up succeeding in both, because eventually if YouTube dies out and YouTube doesn't work out for me, I still have my vet nursing job, which is still there and I am able to do. So yeah, both of them will be done at the same time and everything like that. That's my dream job wise and everything like that. I also hope to be inspiration to like younger generations and younger people who want to that their dream job is vet nursing as well. I wanted to put out some content about vet nursing and everything from like an Australian's point of view, because I feel like there's not many Australian vet nursing YouTubers out there, and I kind of want to show some of that content as well through my channel, because that's something I kind of wish I had, was an Australian vet nurse YouTuber to get inspiration. Next question is, what's your kind of theme for names? I would say pretty neutral, earthy, boho vibes, and unique. I love very unique names. If it's a super common name, I will try to either change the spelling of it so the spelling is unique but the name is kind of common, or if I am like in love with the name and I can't figure out a more unique name way to spell it, I will give it an incredibly unique middle name. So I think unique is the best way to describe my name theme, but I also like boho and like earthy names as well, and country names. Obviously I feel like Hudson's kind of a country name, and it's something a little different. I feel like there's not a whole lot of Hudsons out there. Before I found the name Hudson and named Hudson, I didn't know any Hudsons or have heard of that name prior, so I thought that was a pretty cool name. But if you guys want me to do like names that I like kind of along the lines of that, comment below and I'll try to do that. I don't like to share my names a whole lot just because when I eventually get a new reborn or when I have real kids, I kind of don't want to discuss names or anything, just because a lot of people like to claim that you stole a name from somebody else, and I just don't want to be a part of all of that drama. So I try to keep the names that I like to myself, and no one can... I can't think of the word. Moving on. Next question is, if you could only eat one colour of food for the rest of your life, what colour would it be? Ooh. I'm an incredibly picky eater. Like, name a food, I probably don't like it. I actually really hate being a picky eater because I wish that I liked more food, because it's probably one of my biggest insecurities. Like, just like growing up, like starting high school and going through high school, it probably started becoming more of an insecurity for me, and something that I don't like about myself. And it's actually, like, they say you can like get hypnotized to like more food, and that's something like I'm looking into because I hate it so much. But I will say, now that I'm older, I'm starting to look at food that I wouldn't eat and be like, that looks like appetizing or something, but I feel like I still wouldn't try it just because it's bad. And it's not just taste, it's textures, so that obviously expands foods. But so picking a colour is really hard because I don't like a lot of foods. I feel like if I go with yellow, then you could kind of go like chips, because like literally eat chips, chicken nuggets, things along the lines of that. I really don't know. That's a hard one. I don't think I can really choose a specific colour because I am such a picky eater. So, I don't know, but comment down below what you think, what colour you would choose if you could only eat one colour for the rest of your life. I'm curious. What kind of songs do you listen to most? So genres, I listen to like country or like Christian music, worship music. Those are the only two playlists I really have on my Spotify. But sometimes I will want to just randomly listen to like a bunch of Disney music, like Disney songs, or I have a Just Because playlist, and it's just a bunch of songs from like different genres that I like that I just add in there because maybe sometime I'll want to just play my Just Because playlist. But it's mainly like pop songs in there. So yeah. But songs, I will put a screenshot of like my Spotify playlist from country and worship music so you can see the songs that are in it. Okay, so another thing I put on my story to get more questions was a like anonymous questions thing that you can send through. Like you can ask a question and I'll send it through anonymously through NGL. So I'll probably share these answers on my Instagram story as well, but I figured I'd also add them into this video so you guys know like just that little bit more about me. So someone said your best friend. My best friend outside of the Reborn community and just like my all-round best friend is someone named Alex. She is amazing and has been my best friend since like 7th grade or 6th grade. But yeah, we didn't really get close until around like 8th, 9th grade, just because I had other friends, but then we fell out, so we connected more. But yeah, she's my best friend. But yeah, but in the Reborn community, Freya is my best friend, which is Mountain Reborns. Unfortunately, she lives in New Zealand, so we haven't actually met up in person, but one day we will get there. Do you have a middle name? Yes, I do have a middle name, and it is Rose. I feel like it's a very common middle name, especially in like the 2000s. Like people born in the 2000s, like around 2004, 2005, and like you know those years. But I actually really like my middle name. I think it's cute, and I can't remember. I think it has family meaning as well, so that's also nice as well. What's your favorite brand? Brand, not band. What's my favorite brand? I shop at Shein a lot, like on Shein a lot. That's just where I get all of my clothes from. They have a bunch of nice clothes, and I've now figured out what my style is after so long. So I'm now just like slowly getting rid of all of my old clothes and getting my new style, and they're all from Shein. It's just what I scroll on the most, and they have the like best options. Like if I were to go to like Target or Kmart, they wouldn't really have like my style. And if I were to go to like H&M or something that kind of has the style of clothes that I'm into, it'd be expensive. I feel like going to Shein, they have all of the clothes that I like for a decent price as well. So that's why I go to Shein. So yeah, if that's even a brand, I don't even know. Shein's a brand, right? Yeah. My favorite baby brand, just to add it in there since this is a Reborn video, I like to shop at like Australian Target because I feel like their baby clothes are really cute. I feel like Best and Less can have some cute clothes as well, but I feel like now they are mainly in the girls section and I only have Hudson. So I haven't been able to buy in the girls section, obviously. I don't know if I have a specific brand. I feel like it's just like a specific shop that I go to. But if I had the money to buy clothes that aren't from like Target, Best and Less, Big W, Kmart, things, shops like those, I would definitely go to like small businesses that like hand make their clothes, use different like fabric patterns and everything, because I find those really cute and really sweet. But of course they are like really expensive because it's a small business and they like handmade from like fabrics and stuff. So from cute patterns, like I would go to like small businesses like that. And if I weren't in Australia and if Kite Baby clothing wasn't super expensive for us Australians to buy, I would go to Kite Baby. I don't even know if they ship to Australia, to be quite honest, but yeah, clothes like that, like organic bamboo cotton clothes with cute patterns like sleepers and outfits is what I would go for. Okay, so now we have more under like assumptions about me. I put that on there as well because I needed more questions, to be quite honest. And I was curious to see if anyone would comment anything. So yeah, no one commented anything, but my good old friend did, and I am really thankful for her. Okay, so the first one is, you want a family young? Yes, I would love a family young, but if that is not what's in the picture for me, not in God's plan for me, then that is fine. But I would like to start having my first baby around 23, I feel like. But I am yet to be in a relationship at 17, which I know doesn't, people say you're so young, but I feel like I'm almost 18, next year I'll be 18, and I feel like if I'm not in a relationship. Okay, so I am now standing. I hope you can see me okay. I have tried to film the ending of this video twice now. The first time it wasn't recording. It stopped recording as I was filming the end of the video, and then obviously I had to film it, but the camera went flat and it doesn't give you any signal or anything to let you know that it's going flat. So I ended the video the second time and it wasn't recording. So now we are doing number 3, 3 times the charm. We literally have 4 questions left. So we left off with, you want a family young. I have pretty much answered this, but yes, I do want a family young, but again, if that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But around 23 is when I would like to start my family or have my first baby at 23, 22, 23. And I would like to be done having all of my kids by 28. But obviously, I can't set an actual age that this is going to happen, but ideally in my dream world that would be what would happen. The next assumption about me is you like blue. Can't tell you how many times I've said this same answer. Blue isn't my favourite colour, purple is my favourite colour, but blue comes about 3rd on my favourite colour list. It's a pretty good colour. Obviously aqua used to be the main theme of the nursery when I first started, but now it doesn't have a theme really. I mean, you can probably see cubes in the background, they're like an aqua-y colour. Yeah, blue's a nice colour. There's lots of pretty shades of blue, especially lighter blues, but purple is my ultimate favourite colour, and it has been ever since I was a little girl, and it will probably never ever change. I will say I did go through a phase where I liked yellow for a little bit, but purple, it's always come back to purple. But not your darker shades of purple that are almost like black, your lighter shades that are like lavender and stuff. Okay, so the last question I have on here, or the second last question I have on here is obviously an assumption, and it says you'll move out around 20. I would love to move out around 20. I feel like that's definitely a good age to be moved out. Ideally I would like to be moved out before 20 or at 20. I don't know if I want to move out after 20, but obviously if it comes to the point where I can't move out at 20, obviously I'm happy to stay here longer. But I actually would really like to move out now. If I could, I would 100% move out and go to my own place right now, or when I turn 18. I probably would wait till I'm 18 even if I could move out now, just because once I turn 18 I can sign lease papers and everything like that, so it'd just be more convenient. But yeah, and the very last question that I have is through the anonymous messages thing, and it just says, is NGL the best app though? NGL is the app that those anonymous questions come through, for those of you who may not know what that app is. Is it the best app? I'm not sure. I use it for what it's obviously made for. I would say it's decent. It's good for what it's supposed to be used for, which is obviously like anonymous questions, anonymous like never have I ever's and things like that. So yeah, but I only really use it for the anonymous messages, so that's when I use it. And I delete it when I haven't asked questions or anything, because it saves storage on my phone, and then when I want to post an anonymous questions thing, I will download it again. But is it the best app? No, there's obviously better apps out there than NGL, but I would say it's perfectly used for what the app is supposed to be about. So yeah, but that was the end of this video finally. I'm sorry it's super long. I actually didn't think it was going to end up being this long. I'm going to be trying to do a Q&A video once every year, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, ask your questions and everything like that. And then once I get a bunch of questions asked, like as my channel grows and everything, I will start doing it 2 Q&As a year, just because I'm sure I'll get a bunch of questions eventually, and not all of them will be able to fit into the one Q&A video. So I'll probably do one at the start, one at the end of the year eventually. But for now, I'm just going to do one Q&A video a year. I've decided that's what I'm going to start doing. So yeah, so this was the video, the Q&A video of 2022. If you guys somehow didn't see my like question box on my Instagram story, or didn't see the question I asked you guys on my community page, and you guys want to ask me a question, leave them in the comments, and I'll make sure to get back to you guys and answer your guys' questions in the comments. So yeah, and if you guys don't have Instagram, just keep an eye out on my community page. I'll try and interact with you guys more on there, for those of you who may not have Instagram. And if you do have Instagram and would like to follow me, the link is always in the description box below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys watched it all the way through, and if you guys did, I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I already said that. And I'll see you guys in the Halloween